Good morning, India. Hi, this is Aanchal Puri on Spotify with Taaza Talks. आज हमारे साथ है विशालक्षी, एक इंस्पायरिंग लाइफ कोच जो वर्किंग वुमेन्स और होम मेकर्स को लाइफ में क्लैरिटी, काम और कॉन्फिडेंस पाने में हेल्प करती हैं। तो हमारे ताजा टॉक्स के प्लेटफॉर्म पे वो आ चुकी हैं, स्टूडियो में आ चुकी हैं। तो वेलकम मैम।
Yeah, good
नमस्कार।
morning, ma'am. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks
कैसी
for
हैं
your.
आप?
Yeah, thank you. I'm good. आप कैसे हो?
मैं बढ़िया हूँ। आपको हिंदी आती है?
Yeah, I speak Hindi.
ओके।
I understand I speak. I'm from Hyderabad, so that shouldn't be a problem.
ओके ओके ओके। तो मैम, just started with the conversation. What inspired you to become life coach, especially for working women and homemakers?
Yeah. So actually, am a I am a mother currently. Before becoming a life coach. So I was with my son all the time because he was born in 2016. So after COVID, before his birth, I had to leave my job. So once he was growing, I was thinking what I will become. See, once he's independent, I was working and I left my job. I am totally into this family life. Will I be able to get back to my work? And I was not ready for this 9 to 5 job because I can't leave my son alone. Then I started working for myself, and that turned me to a life coach where I've seen how, women struggle, you know, from being a mother and a full time, working, how do they balance and all. I've seen many instances with my family members and friends. So I thought I should take up this, and I started my journey as a life coach.
Wonderful, ma'am. So, was
Yeah.
there a defining moment in your journey?
Yeah, as I told you, like my son. He had given me this thing moment to, I realized where when he's independent and he's all for himself, what am I as Vishalakshi? Where am I standing? Where I am being educated, with knowledge, talent, and capabilities. Just I don't want to stick to my home. So that's a place where, that was the moment for me to start my journey as a coach. So, and one more thing which always I feel is women won't express from inside. They just say hi, hello, happily, but they're not happy from inside. So that is a place where, I felt I have to work on self. And when I started working on myself, I could help more women like me. So that is an instant.
How old is your son, ma'am?
He is 9 years old now.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, what is the most common emotional struggle you see in working mothers today?
Guilt and, invisibility. Guilt is somewhere like, they feel mostly when they are at work, they keep thinking about their kids and home. When they are at home, they keep thinking about their work. So, and somewhere in between them, they feel unseen. When they feel unseen, there starts, when you compare and all, that guilt comes. So they give so much, but rarely they are acknowledged. When they are not acknowledged, that emotional exhaustion, what they go through is where that real emotional struggle where all women go through.
Yeah, absolutely right. Because nowadays,
Yes.
right. So, between clarity and confidence, which one should come first and why?
Uh, for me, clarity. Clarity always comes first. Because what happens is confidence is something without clarity, it becomes like a noise. We don't know. We are confident, we feel we can do anything going out and all, but you don't know what, where, how. So when a woman knows what she wants, what she can tolerate, what matters to her, where she wants to see herself, when she has the clarity, naturally, confidence comes. It can be, woman who's educated, uneducated, who's being a homemaker since long. She didn't know after marriage where she couldn't make her career also. when she has that clarity, she can make wonders. So always clarity comes first.
Absolutely right.
And
Without
confidence
clarity,
is
you
like,
cannot do anything.
exactly. So confidence is like a byproduct for clarity.
Right. So, how can
Yeah.
women deal with guilt without constantly judging themselves?
That's what I told you. See, guilt comes when you start comparing. And especially for moms, what happens is, see, when she thinks, okay, is my parenting good? Am I being a good mother? Or there is nothing like a good mother or a bad mother. When she starts comparing, there comes the guilt. It can be, for that matter, anybody, a working woman or a homemaker. When guilt becomes unhealthy, it turns into self-criticism. So when she starts criticizing her, she don't find herself valued, and she always feel brings her down. And instead of asking, am I doing enough? Am I right? Am I doing, sufficient to my family, my son, my work, or for herself, anything. Instead of that, when she start shifting her thought and ask, I'm being present, where am I right now? I am doing the best possible. And, there is nothing like being a perfect one. So when you look for perfection and all, that will bring you down, and they don't make you happy at all. So
Mhm.
you shouldn't compare, or that guilt comes from comparison is what I strongly believe.
Right. So, ma'am, many women say that they have lost their identity after marriage or motherhood. Where should they begin to rediscover themselves?
Yeah, see, most of us think, especially girls, before marriage and after marriage, they always compare themselves again here. And
Yeah.
they feel they are lost because they always wanted to satisfy everybody. And from our childhood also, in our upbringing, we are taught like that. See, oh, you should respect elders, you shouldn't question, you shouldn't raise your voice. This is how they brought us up. So, what makes you happy is a small question which you need, and you forget to ask. You always attend everybody. You always address everybody around you as a family, and you forget yourself. You're lost there. So instead of, asking yourself what used to make me happy as a college girl or a student, what was I enjoying more? What was, irrespective of a roles like a mother or a wife or a daughter-in-law, or anything, and which kind of conversations make me happy. When you think on all the small questions, you feel, uh, you know, identified. And identification is nothing like a disappeared. It is just unseen. There's like a buried somewhere inside when you always kept yourself ahead to serve others, but then for yourself, there you lose your identity
Definitely, when
mostly.
it comes to your turn, you are lost.
A lot.
Yeah, yeah, I can
Correct.
understand.
And you were always given a last priority. And
Yes,
every day, if you give 20 minutes of, a time in your daily routine for yourself, sit with yourself and think about yourself, not with the phone, just with yourself, with a book, a pen, or something, there begins your journey where happiness comes within and identity is always recognized.
right, right, right. So, ma'am, why do you believe self-care is not selfish? How can women shift that mindset?
Yeah, actually, everybody, in general, also, self care means it is understood as selfishness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's being so selfish, yeah. She doesn't think of anybody else, from a small thing to a bigger one. But that is not something. Actually, it is because once you feel exhausted, that exhaustion doesn't help any one of your family or you.
Mm-hmm.
So when woman is emotionally drained, the whole home feels it. When she's tired or when she's irritated, her body language or her irritation or her behavior tells to everybody. But I strongly believe when a woman of a home is emotionally strong, and the entire home is safe. So, in Usually, self-care means everybody thinks, okay, the way you dress up, colors or something of that kind. It's nothing like that. Self-care means the inner care what you give, like setting your boundaries, resting without guilt. Oh my God, if I rest, or if I had a pretty good experience, I should tell. I had reunions with my friends who comes from abroad and, after college. I always give priority to my family and I forgot. Once in a while when they come, they try to meet up. I was unable to give my time to them. I always gave my family as a priority and never made up for my reunion meetups. So always I used to feel like, oh, I'm becoming selfish if I give time for myself. If I'm leaving my home and going out with my friends, I always had that. But when I realized, no, it is time for yourself. So when you shift that mindset, like, okay, I'm not taking away the time from my family. I'm strengthening myself for my family. When you think in those lines, you are sorted.
Definitely, you have to come out of that guilt,
Yeah.
right? So, can you share a transformation story from your coaching journey that deeply moved you?
Yeah. So I worked with a client who was, I don't want to take her name, but yes, a 37-year-old. She came to me and she started saying, I don't know what am I doing? Every conversation with my husband becomes an argument. She always felt unappreciated, invisible, tired. She gave all her time and energy to the family. So what I did initially, see, she had a complaint about her marriage first. So I heard her. We worked on her, step by step, and first she got clarity on what she felt. Then slowly confidence builds up. So she was able to express calmly, and then slowly her boundaries, without any aggression. So within few months of her journey, her communication shifted with her husband, her in-laws, her children, and children also started responding her differently. And her husband was started, giving her a moment to speak out and listen to her. So not because others changed first, because when you start working on yourself and when you changed, and there she saw a shift, that transformation moved me very deeply. How effective is my as a transformation journey is what I understood very deeply.
डेफिनेटली जब आपकी वजह से कोई ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन होता है तो उसकी हैप्पीनेस एक अलग ही होती है.
That is, immense,
That's
where,
give you
it
immense
is
pleasure. Yeah, I
exactly,
can understand.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you could give one powerful affirmation to every working woman listening today, what would it be?
One, in one sentence, I would tell you, I am allowed to grow while I nurture. You know, motherhood is not end of you because woman stops there. Once you get children, their responsibilities and all, you stop there. You don't think about yourself at all. So it is your responsibility. You have to do it, but then you shouldn't stop there. You have to think about yourself, putting a step ahead. So it is just a part of your life. That is how you have to think about.
Perfectly all right, ma'am. So let's do one rapid fire round with you.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
The morning routine or spontaneous mornings?
Routines.
Coffee or tea?
I love coffee, but I prefer tea.
Clarity or confidence?
Definitely clarity
Obviously, when it comes to clarity, confidence.
is a byproduct of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Meditation or journaling?
Journaling.
Journaling really works, right?
Yes, it clears the entire clutter in your mind. Few emotions we won't be able to express. When you put it down on the paper, you see, okay, this is what I felt. This is what I'm going through. And There ends it. When you put it on the paper, it can take few minutes of your day, but the entire, output is seen after that journaling and
Once upon a time, I was not in favor of कि नहीं नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता ये it doesn't work and all. So
yeah.
recently, what I did that one person there is she's a I think healer. तो
Okay.
YouTube में उनका videos है and
Okay.
I really admire her. तो he said
Wow.
कि मैं आप सबको उनका एक वीडियो आया था कि हनुमान जी को राम जी पसंद थे। तो आप
हाँ,
हनुमान जी को जाके बोलो कि राम राम और आप अपने 11 टाइम्स अपने पेपर पे लिखो डेली राम 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 एंड वट एवर यू वॉन्टेड टू आस्क कुछ भी आपकी विशेष हैं एक
अच्छा
विश आप
विश।
मुझसे मांग सकते हो। आई डिड दैट एंड यू वोंट बिलीव इट वो हो गया।
It happens,
उसके
absolutely. It
बाद
is a
आई
belief.
आई एक्सेप्टेड इट कि यस जर्नलिंग कुछ होता है।
Yeah. No, journaling doesn't mean that only writing God's names or anything. See, basically, our mind should be clear. The emotions which you are, what happens is instead of expressing, we succumb ourselves and store it in our body.
हम्म।
What will others think if I say? Emotionally, it can be an anger, it can be anything, suggestion, or anything based on the other person and the conversation. You don't vent it out. Okay, what she will think. We always in a notion that what others would think about me. That is where we stop ourselves expressing. So when you vent out emotionally, that gives lot of freeness in your mind. So journaling, matlab, you write it out what you felt, something which stopped you, something which hurted you, something which made you happy. I give, mostly to, I work with few children also. I tell them to write 3 questions every day. Something which made you happy, something you have learned today, and something that made sad. Because why sad? When you recognize, when you identify, okay, this is something which hurted me. So going forward, you will look at it, okay, I should be not doing this. And what I learned, oh, this is something that's going to be useful to me. So I started doing that initially. Now I give it to kids as a, practice. When we ask journaling and all, they don't understand what is journaling. So happy, sad, and learn. So every day that is an immense, immense pleasure when, kids send me that as well.
Yeah. So ma'am, let's continue with the
Yeah, yeah.
conversation.
I'm sorry.
There's one word.
We
No,
went
no, 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 no. One word that defines motherhood.
sacred.
Sorry?
Sacred. It's divine, sacred.
Yeah, yeah. Work from home or office life?
Work from home matters.
Sari or western wear?
Sorry.
हाँ वो तो I saw your you look fab saris.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Heart over mind or mind over heart?
Heart guided by mind.
One habit every woman should start today.
No apology, being honest to ourselves.
Right. Success means power, peace or power.
Always peace.
Right. So women of our country, any message from your side as a coach?
Mm, I just wanted them to express happily from their heart, their authenticity, their pure love towards their family, children, or their known friends. It's immense. I want them to express and feel happy from within.
Absolutely. So how can people approach you directly for your services? Would you like to share your links here?
Yeah, I would share my social media link, Instagram handle and the Facebook, and I'm on LinkedIn as well. And I'll share my contact also if somebody is interested, and they can email me their inquiries, and they have a form. They get it once they show their interest. They should fill the form and the details. Then we will proceed with a clarity call first.
Wonderful. So it was really an incredible conversation with you, ma'am. And
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anjali.
थैंक यू सो मच। सो व्यूअर्स आपने देखा
Yeah.
विशालाक्षी मैम की जुबानी उनकी कहानी, उनकी एक कॉन्वर्जेशन थी जहां पर लोगों को पता चल सकता है कि आप गिल्ट से बाहर कैसे निकल सकते हैं। तो एपिसोड रिलीज
Yeah,
होते ही डेफिनेटली लिंक्स विल बी शेयर है, एंड
yeah.
लाइक
Thank you.
कीजिएगा, शेयर कीजिएगा, कमेंट्स कीजिएगा, एंड डेफिनेटली लिंक्स उनके दिए गए हैं, डायरेक्टली आप उनको कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं। थैंक
Sure,
यू सो
sure.
वेरी मच।
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.